Hello and welcome back to That Eurovision Site. I'm Daniel and I will be taking you through the second half of the songs for Eesti Laul 2025 as I react to them. I've been very brave. I've not listened to any of the leaks that have been coming out for the last day. I've waited for this. And I'm very excited. Big Eesti Laul fan for the last few years. And there's some artists and songs I'm really looking forward to in here. So, I'll be reacting through Janek through to Tuuli Rand. So, without further ado, let's get into it. That's a good bass line. I think I'm going to really like this. Oh, where did she go? This is some... At least in the music video, some very, very good production. And I don't know if this is what I was expecting from Janek, but I like this. This is going to go hard live because he's got a hell of a voice, and this is going to make great use of this. Okay, this is fun. I love this. He can sing. And again, I love this music video. Ooh, okay. I'm seeing more similarities to House of Glass now than I did at the start. You can tell it's the same artist because it's the same guy he's singing, but I'll leave it till after. So that was Janek, Frozen, and if that is anything to go by, I think we've got a really strong selection coming up because 2023, I think it was, he was last in with Heart of Glass. That was a really strong song and a really strong selection. I think this is better. He's really showcasing his strengths as an artist. We've got the big vocals, we've got the really cool pop sound, which I don't think I'd usually be a fan of, 8 out of 10 times. But his songs just seem to work for me. And I'm really happy to see him back because he's a good artist. And this is going to be a really fun song. I think this will go on my National Finals playlist. But I really like it. Okay, so next is Joelle with Eyes Don't Lie. They most certainly do not. Sitting down. I want to see what those books are now. I'm very nosy. Not what I was expecting to start off with. I feel like this is more low-key than it should be. I get where she's going for, I just think it needs a little boost. It needs to be a bit extra to what we're getting now. It just feels like it's missing something. It's fine. I have no compulsion to turn it off, but not that much compulsion to keep listening either, if that makes sense at all. I think that if she can hit the notes on the night, maybe it'll be something decent. But otherwise, I think a really good charismatic performance could lift this up a bit. It's just the question is, are we going to get that? We don't know. This is just a music video. And it's a very nice music video. So that was Joelle with Lying Eyes, and I'll stand by what I said in the reactions. I think it just needs a little bit more. It's at there. I think she needed to take it to there. So I still think that if she can pull off those notes live, and she's a charismatic performer, which I don't know about her performing, I don't really know anything about her. If she pulls it off, I think that can elevate that song a lot. But it's a song that I think needs the elevation at this point. But I hope she surprises me. I am very excited for this one because this is Armageddon, this is Minimal Wind. And if you don't know Minimal Wind, they were the runners-up of Eesti Laul 2022 with the song What to Make of This. And that's one of my favourite national final songs ever. I love it. I've been following Minimal Wind recently. I'm so happy to see that they are back in the selection. I'm just hoping for something great here. I'm gonna love this. It's a birthday. I really like Elizabeth's voice, and if you're watching this, listen to her solo stuff. I also like that. 23B Rio notifications, someone is popular. This instrumentation is the minimal wind that I know and love, which makes me so happy. Ooh. Angry. It's a fake wall. I've seen this. They teased this. And there's the rest of the band. Oh no. You can tell I'm smiling because I really love that. It is minimal wind. Not quite at their best. I think we're not reaching what to make of this heights here, but that would be a very unfair bar for me to set anyone because of just how much I love that song. But this sounds like it's classical minimal wind. And Elizabeth's voice is great. The instrumentation is just beautiful. And I really cannot wait to see how they stage that live, because what to make of this stripped back to perfection. And this is a song with slightly different themes, more like that. It's Armageddon. It's dark, it's that dismal. I think, and I trust them to put something like really good together as a staging package for this. But just based on the song, I still really love this. It's probably going to be my favourite of the selection because it's minimal wind, and I really like minimal wind. Räpina Jack and Kaisa Ling. I'm tapping my foot on the floor, you can't see that. Please go somewhere. Because I think if this goes where I want it to go, I could love this. I mean, it's fun, but I don't think it's going to be competitive. But there is still plenty for me to like in this song, I think. I think it is plenty folky enough for me to like this, I think. I don't think for a second this is going to win, but I don't think I'd be mad if it did. This is fun. I like this. And he just looks like he's itching to tell me a riddle as well, which is really fun. Shout out to the people in the music video. I quite like that. I don't for a second think that we're going to see it in Switzerland, because I don't think there's enough mass appeal for it to get voted all the way to winning, especially in an all televote super final. But there are a lot of elements in that song that are elements in songs that I absolutely love. You've got the folk sounds, you've got the guitar. I trust a guy like that to give me, who's dressed like that, to give me a good live performance. Because why wouldn't he? Yeah, look at him. He's got the whimsy about him, and I really like that. I think there could be a really fun overall package here that, again, sounds like a broken record. I'm excited to see this. We've got some good songs so far. Okay, so next up is Prty, Till the End of the World by Stereo Terror. This is not for me. I think this will have a sizable group of people who absolutely love this. But this is just not my kind of music at all. I'm really sorry. Okay, this is a tiny bit more me, but still not really. You know, with people like this, they've got an identity already, and you know the songs can be building off this identity, which I think this is a plus for them. Like, I'm sure those masks will be really fun for them to sing in on stage. This is the part I like most of the song. It's I'd say a more palatable bit to people who aren't traditionally fans of the genre like myself. But maybe people in Estonia like this sort of music. I can't really say. I'm not from there. I'd love to go, it looks lovely. But I mean, it's very camp. I'll give them that. And I already said, but I'll say again, I think this will be a very fun, energetic live performance. So, but before I start, I like the ballads. I like Minimal Wind, which, if you compare and contrast those two, they are very different music. I like my scaled back ballads. I like really deep lyricism. I like all that kind of stuff. You know, your Portugals of this world. You know, your Alicas, your CCs, your, I think you guys go by, nearly Viksus. This is not for me. And so if you're a massive Stereo Terror fan, like checking in to see what everyone thinks, go look at someone else's reaction, because I'm not the right person to give you like a, ooh, this is so great, it's amazing. Because even if this was the perfect version of what it is, which I don't necessarily think it is, it's still not going to be the song that appeals to me. But like saying purely objectively as I can, it can go hard live, I think, because they are a band. They will know how to. I mean, at least good bands, which I hope, and I'm sure they are. They can get a great live atmosphere, and with a song it's got like a bass line, that's good, and it's effortlessly fun as well, at least in the chorus parts. And I think that will lend them some support. And best of luck to them, but it's just not my kind of music, I'm sorry. Next up is, I've tried like a ninja to avoid like the Australia leaks of these songs. Because they say, oh, we'll put it out at this time, but other places they're further ahead in the day than Estonia. So next up is Tommy Cash, huge name in Estonia. I'm expecting that the show to before I hear anything, everyone kind of assumed Tommy Cash is in this. It's a formality at this point, because he's going to win, because it's Tommy Cash. But this is one of the very few things I have seen about the selection, that I've not heard the song, but I have seen some people saying things about the song, and they seem disappointed that he could have brought more, that this isn't Yost level, it's not Carrier level. Now, I've not heard it, I'm not saying that, yet at least. I'm going in with as high hopes as I have for everyone else. I can't say I'm familiar with his music normally. I suppose I better find out if it's a good song or not. Or if people on Twitter are just being dramatic again. Is this a still image, or is he just sitting? Oh, he's sitting remarkably still. So this was the one song they had in Italian then.
Espresso, Macchiato.
I certainly wasn't expecting this. My first thought was Una Voce, I'm so sorry. When I saw the initial reaction to Tommy Cash being in this selection, and people were saying, ooh, we could get a potential Eurovision winner, definite terrible winner. This wasn't what I was expecting at all. It's either Una Voce or an Espresso advert, I'm thinking. And people, I'm sure, like in a cafe or something, they're just like, yeah, we've got our Espresso Macchiato, only at Cafe Nero. But for a Eurovision song, for an Eesti Laul song, I'm not feeling this at all, I don't think. I think at the very least I would give it like last place Sanremo vibes. By one of the like very many male rappers. For a man who is like royalty in Estonia, this is leaving a lot to be desired, I think. Oh, is that Red Cat Milk? Like, get semi-skin, you savage. I don't think this one's going to make me very popular at all, because I get now why a lot of people were very disappointed in this, because as someone who loved Carrier and really loved Yoast and had this artist be compared very, very often to those two, I don't see... I'm sure his other music is a lot more similar to that, but this, to me, it's nothing special. And I was sold on the Tommy Cash name by so many people saying he's gonna win Eurovision, televote winner. This is just a song that, again, it feels una voce, it feels lower end of the Sanremo tables. I don't get what the vision was here at all. Am I terrible for that? I hope not. Again, minimal wind fan. This is not my thing. Don't hurt me. So this is Tuuli Rand, who... Last up is Rem, R-E-M, Rem, by Tuuli Rand, who is the last one I will be reacting to today, and who my Google Auto-Translate says is a name for Wind Beach, which that's fun. I think I've heard a little bit about Tuuli before, and let's just give it a go and see what I think. Is this my first one in Estonian? No, it is the other one. Please cut this out so I don't look like an idiot. Cheers, love you. This reminds me of someone else in Eesti Laul, not her, and I cannot quite put my finger on who. I like this a decent amount, I think, but not like majorly. I think it needs a bit more time in the oven. I do like it, but I think with a bit more TLC I could love it, and it's not there yet, I don't think. I really hope she can pull off those notes live, because we're in trouble if she can't. Ooh, should have gone here earlier, girl. This is a bit more me. That was Tuuli Rand and Rem. And it was fine. I don't think there was enough that stood out to me there, especially as somebody who enjoys this type of music, that for me to get hooked onto. I said that I think it just needs a bit more time in the oven to really get a great song out of there, because I don't think it's there yet. Again, I'd love to see it live, but still quite a way out from that. Yeah, it's in like February, and we're in December as I record this, like early December too. I don't think that's a contender for Switzerland, sadly. But I wouldn't... God, I feel so mean. I think there's a really good artist in there. That maybe another song of hers could go in like a few years' time, or maybe next year. Who knows? But this one isn't quite doing it for me. But I feel like there's enough there in that artist that could absolutely has the potential to in the future. Just not yet. But that was my share of the SD Laul 2025 reactions. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think of the songs. Maybe my opinions are terrible, and the result will just be an inverse of what I think. It usually is in some selections. Let me know. Go easy on me. But with all said and done, be sure to like, subscribe, all that other stuff. Check out That Euro site on all your social media platforms. We are big into Blue Sky right now, so that's a good one to follow us on. And be sure to follow That Euro podcast on wherever you get your podcasts as well. I'm sure by the time this is out, we'll have a Hungary podcast uploaded, which I was on with Ewan and Shiloh, and we had a good fun. So I think all that's left for me to say is goodbye.